All right. Well, we all know how these heroes travel around the roads. It's kind of a series of unfortunate events sometimes. Though their last trip in Riverside wasn't as bad. Just general town, hanging out in a tavern, buy their stuff they need for the road, and then they got the ability to move on. And as they left, the war had started to move further to the east. So they encountered LaRossi soldiers drilling and training and having a blockade on the border. On the other side of the border of that river was the O'Brien military, where they had a nice investigation and interview with Doric. Where Doric was sadly stabbed. I don't think he was asking for it, but the O'Briens can be pretty extreme. But that happened, so then they moved on and they continued on their journey up to Nordica, talking about how they blew up the tower and then they were summoned to Nordica. As they travel along, they sat down to camp and had a crazy cultist in the woods who tried to kill them. And the very last thing that had happened before the curtain closed, if you will, was Guy fiddling with the little wooden doll, and a click was heard. That is where we continue our adventure.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, Guy, you were fiddling with the wooden doll, and you heard a click.
Wait, I thought Theo was helping at the end of last episode.
I mean, maybe he was.
No, he helped, and then I did another roll.
Anyways, you heard a click on the doll. How does Guy react to this sound?
Is there ticking noises coming from it afterwards?
Nope, just one click.
Is it like the click of a spring trigger happening? Or is it like a click like, you did it? And
It's a click. It's a click as if a lock has been unlocked.
Okay, yeah, so it's not a landmine.
It could be.
I don't know what a landmine sounds like. I know what a Hollywood landmine sounds like. and a Bollywood landmine, but that was a wild music video.
Oh, geez. But yeah, so you hear a click.
Yeah.
So how does Guy react to this?
Who's around? Is it just me by myself, or are there other people around?
I mean, there was Theo kind of relatively helping as you guys were cleaning up camp, I believe. So you're at the camp.
Okay.
This is true. I was down there.
I'm going to slowly examine the doll.
Do you flip it over? What do you do when you examine the doll? How do you examine it?
So you know how, like, when you catch a spider in a cup, and you do that thing where you firmly hold on to both ends?
Oh.
I'm doing that to make sure whatever just clicked doesn't fly open. Like pressing both sides of the doll, slowly flipping it over to examine before lifting the now top hand.
So as you do that, you're gonna hear something fall out of the bottom of the doll.
But I held it. Did the doll just shit something out?
That's based on how it fell. It looked like it came from the bottom side of the doll. Yes.
Oh no, this doll has a coochie compartment. I'm very sorry, listeners. Yeah.
Oh geez. So what fell out as you go to look at it? Is a little metal rod that has. So it's a little metal rod. It's about 8 inches in length, and at the one end there is a 6-inch circle that has little grooves cut into the circle.
Silver, what the fuck just fell out of this doll?
What do you think fell out of the doll? It's a little metal rod with a little circle on it.
It's one of those honey wands. What'd you think I thought it was, you pervert?
Is it
I don't know what you
two
thought it
round
was.
circles on the end?
Nope, just
Oh, okay.
one. Just one round circle on the one end of the rod, and on the back side, it looks like it had. So on the actual rod side of this, it looks like it has like little grooves like cut into it for grip, but they've since worn off. Maybe it had a handle of some kind, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's a honey wand, obviously.
It,
Silver,
it looks a little tarnished. Like it's a little old.
Silver, what is this?
It's a little metal rod.
Yeah.
Do you look confused?
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this a weed pipe?
There's no hole through it. It's just one hole on
In
the
a
end.
child's doll.
I mean, it'd be a
Yeah.
good
Come on
hiding
now.
spot.
Listen. Some people assume that elves are basically teenagers at 80. You're telling me an 80-year-old doesn't have a secret weed pipe?
So I found a picture of something very similar, and I will share it when the episode comes out. I just need a reminder since I have to share this.
No.
The only thing,
Yeah, you should share the picture here as well, so I know what I'm
yeah,
looking
I'm
at.
getting it. So the only thing that this does not have, so the one that I'm showing you has a little bit extra on it. It has a second loop, but that second loop is not there. It's just a straight shaft on this thing. So
No.
it's just
Okay. Yeah,
Finally,
yeah.
someone else
Okay.
with phrasing.
Okay, so it's a fucking bubble wand?
Totally is a bubble wand.
It's a metal bubble wand. That doesn't...
it's a metal.
It's a wand.
It's a metal. It looks like a metal bubble wand that's slightly corroded, like around the ring where you put the bubbles.
Or...
I think
Yeah.
Agra just figured out what's going on.
Yeah, I know what's going on now. Thank you, Tex.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I
Because
got
without Tex, I would have no clue.
Yeah, man, I got... It looks like a bubble wand. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, guy.
Is it magical?
I don't know.
Would you
Something
like
to
me
remember
to
to share
find
this
out?
image.
Because I have quick identify for magic stuff.
Are you here right now? Is he here right
I
now?
feel like I am. Because I feel like we were just
Yeah,
cleaning up.
you're in the
Oh,
camp.
okay.
I think...
You guys are cleaning up camp.
I think you know what this is. Looks like one of them bubble toys, or a broken coffee strainer. I don't know. Cookie press. That's not it.
I could tell Tex is just rolling right now.
Listen. It's funny.
It's very funny.
A fairy's toilet brush.
It's almost cool. Almost.
The stupidest tuning fork I ever done saw. An incomplete baby dream catcher.
So what are you gonna do?
I asked him, "What is this? Any ideas?"
Who are you
Yeah,
asking?
who did you
Theo.
ask?
Theo.
Theo.
Theo was
Theo?
Theo's like 8 feet away when it goes tink onto the ground.
Looks like a child's toy. What do you want from me?
So it looks like a child's toy, but it is it's made of silver.
That explains the punch.
So you found a silvered child's toy in a child's doll.
Yeah, I don't know why a child's doll looks quite this creepy, and has a secret container on the bottom with which a large metal rod goes in.
So Theo, knowing how Theo's brain works and how often he was around children at the clan area, he's like, maybe the child has something they want to lock away in something, and they're trying to hide it. Children like to keep secrets.
Is this a key? It's the weirdest looking key I ever saw.
Don't think that's a key.
Okay, we have the episode title, Children Like to Keep Secrets.
No, prison wallet.
No, Children Keep Secrets. We're going to go with that. Children Keep Secrets. I love it now. That's what the title is.
What is this?
Kind of like mockingly smiles at guy. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the other puzzle box that you found in the same location. It like goes back to cleaning up the camp. Stops helping.
How heavy is this thing?
I mean, what? It's a little silver wand.
I was joking about just whipping it at me.
Wow.
But that's not Guy. I'm feeling sassy today. That's all.
I'm being meowed at by a cat, so it's fine.
Cat's also feeling sassy. You know what you did.
He's mad because I had to lock him in the bathroom so he can eat.
Was that like out of character? Was that even close to whatever the hell this thing might be?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I ain't saying shit.
Nope. That's not me saying nope to you. That's me saying I'm not saying anything either.
Is this listen? Tex knows what it is, so it probably has something to do with barbecue.
That's
Okay.
statism.
Who's the one who said, hold on, let's wait for Tex to get here. I'm sure he has strong opinions about barbecue. And when he came in, lo and behold, he had very strong opinions about barbecue.
That's
Now,
because it has to be done right.
Generally,
He said, now hold on, it's not a brisket unless you do yabba-ba-da-ba-ba.
I will say this: I don't think that has any use in barbecue.
What child needs to cook barbecue?
The starving.
You need to think like a child in this moment here, man.
Dork will meander over since they're both staring at it at some point, and just cast
walk
detect.
away.
Yeah, and just cast detect magic on it real quick, just to see if anything pings on it.
It explodes.
It is not even remotely magical.
Okay. Looks like a spoon that somebody poked a hole through, and just walks away. Maybe it opens something else. As he continues to pack his stuff up.
Guy. Actually, no, this is mainly Jake. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure Guy would figure it out.
I don't, listen, I'm good at puzzles, but I don't know what, I'm looking at a bubble one.
I really
wasn't a
hope
normal
that there are
kid.
listeners
My favorite
that
gift
get
was
this
books.
and are just thoroughly enjoying this as much as we are right now.
Listen, I want all of you to take whatever this is and shove it right where the sun don't shine.
That's not what you do. That's
Montana.
not what you use this for.
I was worried to
jeez.
guess something along those lines. I'm like, why is it? Hello.
Oh, God.
I mean, obviously, it's for the Glockenspiel. It's a xylophone, by the way.
If Silver allows, I can give you one hint.
Yeah, is it going to be a good hint? If you say "think like a child" again, that's not a good hint. Stop eating this sock.
It's actually a really good hint, to be truly honest.
It's pretty
Think
good.
like a
Really
child.
is.
I mean, if I think a child wants to hide something, it's not something that they're not supposed to have.
What was that?
And then again, you probably won't think the hint that I have in mind is helpful either.
Listen, I wasn't a normal child. You know what my favorite gifts was? Books, okay? Now, not silver bubble ones.
Bubble wands are the devil, by the way. Anyone who has a child will agree with me on that.
Wait, what do you mean they're the devil?
They
Because
make
the kid never stops bothering you.
Oh God, we don't have time for that. I will scroll. I will write a manifesto when this drops.
I did not make a mess of bubble wands because I knew that if you frothed up the soap too much, you couldn't blow bubbles.
Yeah. So you have a bubble. You have a silver bubble wand.
My main concern is that the round part is what's tarnished, which is why I was like, Silver, what just came out of this doll?
Yeah, the bubble part is tarnished because you add soap onto silver, it tarnishes.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't keep it clean, it tarnishes the silver. So the bubble wand has a little bit of tarnish around where the bubbles would go on the wand. And I was gonna say the wand itself is about 5 inches in length. The whole wand, the actual metal rod part of it, and the bubble loop is about 2 inches in diameter. It's a pretty big loop for the size. Yeah, you have a bubble wand. So, and for your information, if you want to put it on your sheet, just mark it as a light bulk, because it's not very heavy.
Okay. Was it magic, though?
Nope.
It's not magic.
It's a tinier frying pan.
There's a hole in the middle. I'm not too sure that's how you fry stuff.
It is if you only want to fry a single egg.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to fry, like, the egg whites and not the yolk.
That's pretty smart. I bet that exists. Anyway. I'm gonna figure this out later, like after we're done recording. I'm gonna slap myself on the forehead and go, "Oh God damn it!"
As I said, as soon as you find out what this is, you're gonna be like, "How? Why? Why did it take me this long?" I think all grads feel that right now too.
Oh dear Lord, for both of y'all.
Been there.
I didn't even think it was that good of this puzzle sequence, and it apparently is pretty good. So hey, look at me.
It's good.
You know, even if I didn't know what I know, that particular thing right there would immediately give me the answer. Like, immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I cheated. I tried to do a image search, and it just showed me necklaces. So, I'm sorry. Did you mean a hoop necklace? I said no.
It's not a necklace.
It is not a necklace.
Oh, did you mean one of the other images was one of those things that you strike to light a torch?
All right. So it sounds like you got your camp packed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus one bubble wand.
Are you just going to stare at that thing or pack it away?
No, I packed it away. I'm making a joke. You packed up camp plus one bubble wand.
That is not how you spell packed. Good job, me.
I will go 10 to Coco and give her a ration and brush her and get her ready for the day.
All right, do your check, please.
Nature, right?
Correct.
There's the button.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the name of my horse. It's been a minute.
23.
It's going to be negative points for you, sir. 23. All right, yep, you're good.
I thought I had it written down, but I don't.
I've got
5,
it written down somewhere.
obviously.
I know it has to do with something about their bright colored fur. So that's all you remember.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Oh crap! I wrote down mine, not yours.
I thought it was cool too. I still can't remember. It's been a couple weeks, okay?
It has.
Oh,
It's been
whoa.
It's been a long couple
almost
weeks
a
for me.
month. Yeah.
Yeah. I go back to the notes when you guys picked them up because off the top of my head, I don't remember the name either, but I do have it in my notes as I go up to the right area.
Well, I wanted little Sebastian, but she didn't want that.
Lumos or something like that, maybe?
I got it. Lemming wings.
Oh dear.
I make wings.
Bruh.
Let's not do that.
Not.
All right. So as you continue along the road,
Yes. Now, something, I don't know if you want to do that, but something I've heard in a lot of other podcasts of our nature and other games, we just kind of like nitpick what we're doing on the road and skip days at a time and stuff. Because a lot of the times, travel can be boring and long.
yeah, I was gonna skip. I was gonna skip ahead. So what I was gonna do actually is when you get to the turn there, heading north from Iron Lake towards Nordica, you have the opportunity to link up with a caravan that's traveling on the road.
Awesome.
And you can link up with them if you choose to. If not, then you don't have to. They are heading towards the city there. Do I still have that tab open? I do not. I need to open the tab. That is not the right browser. Please go to a browser that's not being used for random crap. It to be at least a little bit organized.
Hey, since we're doing like a little bit of a time jump on this, would it be okay if I try something real quick with that lamp that I got?
Sure.
I just want to light it. I'm going to pour the oil in there, put a wick in it, and light it and see if anything happens at some point.
You mean your gravy boat?
Yeah.
It just lights like a candle in the
Okay.
lamp.
So, all right. So it just lasts for forever. Cool. Okay. It was an experiment I wanted to see. Okay.
I love giving players random items because they're just like, what does this do? And you're just like,
It's just a random item.
That's okay. I get that. Some people get random items.
I mean, so another game of ours, he gave my robot a book that made him a duke. So
Actually, I think it was somebody else got the book, they didn't want it, and you flipped through the pages and found the
that's exactly what it was.
the land deed.
Like someone else bought the book and I got the dukedom.
That's fine.
But yeah, the lamp just lights up with a regular colored flame, nothing fancy, nothing extra, just a regular old flame that just burns. And the caravan is going to Elderborough, which is the furthest south city within Nordica.
This is where we gotta go first, right?
Oh,
I mean, not
I thought that
necessarily,
was
but
Starkville. Or Stark.
Starkhold's the capital.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
I mean, we're going as long as we make it to Nordica in some fashion. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starkhold in the map
The big one.
is. Yeah, it's the big square up
Okay.
there.
Gotcha.
So the big square up there by Leland Lake is the capital of Nordica, the Starkhold,
Okay.
and then the one down here is Elderborough at the fork in the road. So traveling with the caravan, the guards, the owners will make you a deal. If you stay on as sentries, they'll pay 2 gold a day for your group. Because there's 3 of you, so they'll divide 2 gold amongst the 3 of you. They also mentioned that food is not on offer. That's why they're giving you more gold, because you weren't with them when they left the city.
Valid.
Oh,
We'll take care of our own food.
cool. Good thing you brought me with you.
Good thing I bought food before we left.
I can always prepare the spell of like create food. So if he dies, we're all right.
Yeah, but can you create waffles, or is it just carrots?
Actually, sir, I have a spell that will allow me to turn water into wine. So who does that make me?
Lush?
Jesus.
Dionysus.
Wait, isn't
Makes you Dionysus.
technically most wine water at one point? So
I'm sure at some point.
I mean, that's just no. We're not going down that road.
like you need
It's fermented grape juice, man.
it's
Come on.
fermented grape juice, but you gotta there's water in it.
All liquid is water. Let's just start there.
Wait, hold on. That's it. Listen, that's not correct.
No, that technically it is correct. Well, not all liquid is H2O, but it has H2O in it.
Mercury is a liquid.
It still has water in it somewhere.
It might have water on it. Never mind. Listen, listen. When we get to the rating review, I'm jumping the gun. Join Discord. Tell them who's right and who's wrong.
Yes, please chemical engineer all over us your knowledge, and I will laugh at you because that's just who I am.
Hey, at least I'm not an architect. Anyway,
So the city of Elderborough. The city of Elderborough is a very old city, very old stone and wood construction. As you approach the lake, that looks like a dinosaur, little fat dinosaur. The little lake there has it is frozen over,
Oh, so
and you notice there's a cup. Oh yeah, it's very cold. It's cold enough that there's people actually out on the lake ice fishing.
man, I know what that feels
Sweet.
like.
Neat.
Never been that cold before.
I haven't been ice fishing in forever.
Was that Tex or was that Theo?
It was Theo.
Oh,
Tex has never been ice fishing. Tex lives in Texas.
Listen, I don't know where you vacation.
Listen, the closest I've gotten to ice fishing is throwing some ice cubes in the lake.
I grew up pretty close to Lake Michigan, where it gets so cold you can walk across the ice. You can drive across the ice some years too. So,
Oh my god, I don't want to squirrel, but boy, do I have a story.
yeah.
Somebody,
But yes, you are at the city of Elderborough. Like I said, very old constructions, and all the walls. You notice the walls kind of have a weird profile. They kind of have an angle heading out away from the city. Like the wall's wider on top than it is in the bottom.
it's wider at the top than the bottom.
Yep.
Isn't that just to? This is me. This isn't the guy. Isn't that just to help prevent people from climbing it?
That'd be a pretty effective way to stop people from climbing. That is correct.
I bet I could climb it, or Theo says. Theo's like, I lived in the mountains. I'm pretty sure I can still climb that.
I mean, you need gear.
And you notice the military here is a very different kind of inkling than the other militaries, because you can very easily tell you are in a land that is under the control of Ordos. All of the soldiers are wearing resplendent armor very shiny metals,
Saying things like
furs to keep them warm.
saying thing like Deus Vult, T-posing.
And you have and you have the traditional snake eating one's tail on their shields and on their banners.
Ordos Boros.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit different snake. It looks.
Silver, I said.
Guy would know what that snake is. They're only in Nordica.
Obviously, they are the fabled snow snakes, and what they like to do is occasionally bite their tail and roll down the hill, occasionally causing avalanches.
Doric believes this story 100%.
I'm hoping it's so far-fetched that Silver just goes, fuck it, that's right.
I mean, you do you, bud.
It's your snake.
They don't often cause avalanches, but they are not in the... they're in the Rattler family.
It's vipers.
Yeah.
So one thing you'll have as a bit of a warning there, Guy, that I'm assuming you're going to relay to your fellows.
Yes.
Is these snakes like to hide in ice piles.
I was... was I pretty close?
Oh, maybe.
I just want to see...
No, they like to hide in ice piles because they can ambush their prey from them.
Yeah, plus a lot of snakes see in thermal, so anything warmer than ice is like, oh, food, awesome.
They're also a very rare cold-blooded snake, too, which is interesting.
Wait, cold-blooded or
not cold-blooded.
warm-blooded?
Warm-blooded, there we go. My brain's like, dude.
So, the fiction of the...
I've had a long day.
Listen, it's like...
I've had a long
is
day.
it-
Warm-blooded.
They are not warm-blooded, which is why most of them either hibernate or move during the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the only snakes that are known that can survive in the snow.
Do we see any like wanted signs randomly hanging around?
Guy posters with the wrong nose.
Yeah.
Outside the city here, kind of on the road, no. But as you get closer to the gates, you notice there is a large banner with different wanted posters and rewards.
Wait, what? Theo, hang on. Come before we go in. What
Doric,
if...
Doric, you're not turning me in.
We're not turning him in.
Fine.
Honestly, I'd rather not deal with the law at all.
Yeah, also, I'm already going to court, so I don't know why they'd arrest me if I'm going to court. Actually, I know why
Being
they'd
honest,
arrest
I
me.
would have rather went through the Dwarvish territories than Nordica, because less likely of me getting arrested.
Less likely of you getting arrested?
Wait, why are you getting
Yes.
arrested?
He's a blasphemer, probably. I don't know. They're real uptight about religion around here.
I mean,
so...
I'm not going to say it out loud with guards around. But you're pretty close.
Yeah, Doric, just in case, mind your P's and Q's.
They'll probably leave him alone. He's a clergyman.
Yeah, but like, will they?
Yeah.
So actually, I want to, as you are heading into the city, they basically just, they don't really even ask for information. They just kind of look over at you and make sure you're not an active threat. And as you enter into the city, you will see on a raised dais, there is a criminal currently being punished.
Ooh, what is happening to said criminal?
Obviously, it is Bubble
Is he locked in the stocks? Is he locked in the stocks and getting flogged?
I imagine
I
he's
have a
probably
feeling
very
guy
cold.
might like that.
I'm wondering
What?
about waterboarding. I feel like that would be very effective in cold territory.
No, so this person is currently being struck with a pole-like device.
Oh, poor bastard got
like
caught
a-
jaywalking.
Caning?
Yeah, kind of like a cane.
He got caught jaywalking.
I don't think they have been moved this far north.
They might have kudzu.
Sure.
And judging by the sounds of the crowd, this person up here being struck was caught stealing bread, and he has to get 5 strikes for each of the loaves he stole.
Yeah, Nordica is one of those letter of the law rather than the spirit.
That right there is why I don't like this area.
Do we see like a list of laws posted on a billboard or anything like that? Kind of similar to what was down in Doomhole. You know, maybe a little pamphlet even.
So
Their
at
pamphlet
the thought,
It's a dictionary.
give me a perception check as you're thinking about this.
27.
27. So you'll see someone in the Ordos uniform. They're not in the armor. They're in they're in more like robes. And they're wearing a cowl over their head that hides their face. And they're going over a tome of a very large size. The tome, basically, the tome is sitting on top of this this podium where they're sitting, going over this page by page, and the tome itself is about 2 feet off of the podium. That's how thick this tome is.
They got a lot of rules, Doric. Theo, if anything that seems like it's a law, it probably is here, and anything that seems like it might cause a minor inconvenience for folks, it's probably illegal here.
Dork will
fix
note to not play his wind chimes.
Yeah, no wind chimes. You can't fix your own potholes.
And I will say, for a city, and like entering a city, this is probably one of the quietest marketplaces you've ever been in. But there's not a lot of people like loudly yelling about the different wares they're trying to sell. Like everybody is.
So this place is miserable. Is what you're saying?
This place is quiet, almost too
maybe
quiet.
Maybe not miserable, but definitely not boisterous.
I mean, it's also very cold. I don't know. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, woo!"
I mean, the more active and loud you are when it's cold is the more warmer you are. So.
Yeah, but it's also a waste of energy in a place where there might not be a lot of food.
Dork will whisper into guys here. Who did you have to turn yourself into?
The Inquisition.
Is that one of them? He does not point. He just kind of jostles his head, not being rude or obvious that he's talking about the dude up at the tome. I figure that guy would probably know who that is since he's from here.
Hey, Silver, who dat?
Yes, those would be seekers.
Okay, and I am here to see the Inquisitors.
I see where we stole the this from. You got the beaters hitting them with the canes. You got the seekers.
Oh,
that actually was 100% not even in my thoughts. But
and
that's funny.
it's not a cane; it's a bludger.
Well, no, they're seekers because they seek the legal codex. They seek violations in legal codex.
So do they treat the law as like religion here, essentially?
Oh my God!
It is.
They organize.
100% is.
Okay.
They organize.
It is. Ordos is the literal god of order and law.
Hey, Silver, here's a pun for you.
Yeah.
The Seekers organize all their laws by the Dewey Oppressimal system.
This is by far the worst possible government build ever.
Well,
this is a shitty civilization to play as in Civilization.
Listen,
It depends where you are in the hierarchy.
Listen, in Doonhold you hunt a rabbit. In Nordica, rabbit hunt you. And you still go to jail.
You still go to jail for not having rabbit hunting permit.
Yes. You must have permit to be hunted by a rabbit.
This is because you made fun of the bureaucracy in the last city, goddamn it.
And now it's an authoritarian state.
No, I actually 110% already had this planned out to be like a really oppressive.
Wait, are you telling me
regime.
that Theo isn't getting along well in the theocracy? His name's in the governmental situation.
All right.
So, what kind of... So a seeker is not the kind of person I would turn myself into.
So you could turn yourself into a seeker because the seekers would know where you need to go, because that's their whole point of existence, is to know where everything is within the law. But the Inquisition's headquarters would be a large building near the center of the city.
I do believe that I was requested to alert any proper authorities that I'm in the vicinity and heading towards the Inquisitors, though, wasn't I?
Yes, you needed to tell them that you're going to turn yourself in,
Right.
or they will come after you.
So I should tell the Seeker that I'm going to turn myself in and then go turn myself in. Okay.
You also would know, too, that part of the Seeker's tools are the golems that they sent out to find you.
Ooh.
Because not only do they seek the laws, they also seek those who violate the laws.
Stop. You have violated the law. Pay your fee and then pay your fee again.
Pay your fee in gold, then pay your fee in flesh.
But they didn't say I have to pay in blood. That's right. I read Shakespeare.
I don't know if that's a fee they want Theo to pay because it'll be theirs until he dies. So he's going to stay quiet.
Yeah, so you're going to go tell the Seeker that you're heading towards the Inquisition?
As Guy kind of steps away for that, I put my hand on him and cast guidance on him just to give him a little bit of help in case he needs it for anything coming up.
What? Why would you have Guy dance in the middle of an oppressive city?
Yeah, also, why are you going to cast magic in a place where they don't really like magic?
I'm a cleric. What's the worst?
Hey, listen.
You go to cast a spell. I need you to do an Arcana check, please.
Oh my god. Hold on, wait. Am I able to tell
my
him he's
hand is
about to
on
cast
you
a
right
spell?
now.
He already said he did it, so
12.
12. So you go to cast it, and you just feel sick. Like something just feels really just gross after you go to cast this spell.
Oh, I think
Hey,
I might have
Dork.
ate something.
Hey, Dork,
wrong.
don't throw up on the street. That's illegal.
Probably.
And you all would feel the faint admonition of the nullification plants.
Should look for those.
Magic.
Is it illegal to cast unlicensed magic on the street, by the way?
Yes.
I'm licensed.
Hey. In Nordica?
Technically, we're foreigners. We're treated differently.
Yeah,
I have
listen,
diplomatic immunity.
Listen,
No, you
so
don't.
from what I can tell, if Nordica's anything like certain real world countries that have laws and are a little draconian in their punishments, it's actually worse if you're a foreigner and you break the law. Isn't there like a whole country where it's like, you've got the weeds, death?
Yes, Singapore.
Yeah, I didn't want to call them out and alienate all our Singapore listeners.
No, I mean, it's a beautiful country, but they take it very seriously, and that's probably why it's so beautiful. Yeah, so you go tell the Seeker this. The Seeker will... the Seeker does that kind of creepy thing where they look up, but they don't actually... You don't actually see their face. Like, it's still covered by the cowl. And they'll make one nod and say... And hold up... They'll hold up 5 fingers.
Silver,
what that
does that mean 5 canings for interrupting them? Does that mean 5 minutes? Does that mean high five? They want $5. Is it a 5 for 5 deal?
Were they asking for a bribe?
No. I'm. Listen, in public? No. Maybe in private? Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
The 5 fingers means that you have 5 minutes to get there.
It's just like I'm giving you a countdown, and if you're not there in 5 minutes, you're next.
If you're not there in 5 minutes, I will bring you there.
I won't like being brought there. It looks better in court if you go there yourself.
I bet
All right,
the
Will.
pizza delivery time here is amazing.
I don't know if pizza's legal.
It's not.
If your pizza is late, they get caned.
Milosh, your pizza was delivered 30 minutes and 5 seconds. Caning for you.
Oh, jeez.
In Dunehold, pizza get delivered. In Nordica, pizza deliver you. I'm done with that for now. So, tell the group, hey gang, I gotta get to court. I've been told I've got 5 minutes. Is walking as he's saying this. Well, he's doing more than walking.
Does the place look more than 5 minutes away?
I don't know.
Maybe at Doric speed might be a little bit longer than 5 minutes.
How about a guy speed?
Shocker.
We're on horses.
Oh, yeah.
Or did
That's
they
fair,
make us?
you are on horses.
Wait,
Put
hold on.
the horses
Hold on.
away.
No, they never told you to get off the horses.
Can I roll like a society to
building is-
check and see if I need to get off horses, or are other people also riding around on horses?
So people are on horses, but you do know that if they go to make a road apple, you need to clean it up.
All right.
That's the worst way possible to refer to that, by the way.
A road apple?
Yeah.
What about a pucky pancake?
Jeez.
That's better.
we always call them road piles, but it might be slightly offensive. Maybe, I don't know.
What's that?
Let's call them horse pies.
Yeah. So
It's a hayfly pie instead of a shoe fly pie.
Right,
yeah. So you make your way to the Inquisition building, and it is a large. It's a large. There's a large complex here.
Okay.
In the center would be the government center. It would have, your standard accoutrements of a government center. The area where laws can be made. The area where the leader can do all that different stuff, all the different government center stuff.
Hey.
But also, as part of that government center, it's also the Temple of Ordos.
So I have a question. In my head,
Yes.
I'm imagining this building, given the temperature, how the government's set up, and just because I think it's very silly. What I'm imagining is concrete block shape and colored buildings, but with really nice stained glass windows, because it's also a church.
But the actual Inquisition office is off to the side of the temple complex. There's a small black building.
I think that's where you gotta go, ain't it?
Yeah. Was it how close was I to what the buildings look like? By the way.
I was going more for like really northern like Catholic cathedrals. More like that kind of style exterior wise.
Like a Gothic cathedral?
Yeah, kind of like the old Gothic style cathedrals.
Damn, big ass building.
Yes. I mean, when your government is the church, I mean...
That's just wrong on so many levels. It's not how you properly operate a country.
That's not how you properly operate a country that's bigger than a city. Anyway, now that we've lost all the religious listeners,
I mean, did we really have any? Come on now.
Maybe.
Yeah, obviously. Silver listens to the podcast.
Wow.
That's messed up.
Called out. Okay.
Anyway, so I go to the tiny
What?
black bungalow of doom.
Wait, what are we supposed to do? Just stand here?
Uh,
Isn't there a law against that?
Yeah, there's a law against loitering. There's a law against keep off the grass. There's not a lot of it.
I should we let him go alone, or do we need to find a tavern?
He's got to handle this on his own. I am going to look for a guard of some kind, so I can ask about what laws I can and can't. Fuck, I don't want to get in trouble.
That's why
I
I
don't have to
asked
fight
for
a
a
bunch of people
pamphlet.
today. You tell people from out of town. I'm not a citizen of your country. I need to know what I can and can't do.
What is the makeup of the people here, as far as racially speaking?
Sure. So a large number of people in this city would be.
If it's halfling, it doesn't make any fucking sense because they are the most anti-law people on the planet.
Well, hold on.
Well, so I was gonna say a very large majority of the people, actually in the religion, would be primarily human of some level.
That sounds right.
There are the occasional, there's the occasional, other race in the church, but in the actual service of Ordos is primarily human. But the people of the city itself, there's another form of elves that you haven't seen before. They're a very fair-skinned.
Are they Christmas elves?
Non-denominational winter holiday elves.
Do they have? Is there a toy shop up here?
Also, Silver, you missed an opportunity when you ask what the makeup of the people is here. Oh no, people in Nordica don't wear makeup. Missed opportunity.
I thought that was a little too on the nose.
None there either.
Yeah, there might be a couple of noses missing. That's fair. It's pretty cold.
Well, yeah, I would imagine that in pioneer times, there was punishments where it'd be like, all right, cool, you're gonna lose your nose. So I'd imagine there's something you could do real bad that gets you lost your nose here too. And with that delightful history fun fact.
God, how
Yeah,
did
I mean,
people
they're-
come to be here? That does not seem to
He's already walked off.
and he's gone.
I was actually going to say a lot of the people milling about in the city itself are primarily halflings,
Huh.
like the random citizenry.
The halflings are really the only reason that people enjoy living here because we got good food. If it tastes good, a halfling made it here.
As Guy is walking away, we're gonna find a tavern.
All right,
Meet us there.
make sure you get all your permits in order.
We need a permit to spend the night.
No,
Borg is
but
terrified.
no, but you need a permit to drink hot coffee.
He's more of a
That's
tea.
stupid.
No, tea's fine. So long as it's sleepy time.
Let's go. Let's go get some stables for the horses and a room or two. I don't know how things are here. We gotta get information. We gotta start.
May not be here very long. What if they just put him in
I'm
chains
assuming
and
there's only one tavern.
head him to the city? How will we know? I knew I should have
With
prepared a
as-
message.
With as much law that this city has, or this country has, I'm pretty sure they will allow him to notify us if they are to leave the city so we can follow.
I mean,
You don't
honestly,
think they
worst.
think we're guilty by association, do you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, worst case scenario, y'all get arrested as co-conspirators.
They can try.
Oh, that sounds good. Theo against all of Nordica. Couldn't even beat a lizard.
Dang.
Could you?
Holy shit, man.
This is getting deep.
Ograd,
We've been traveling together for a little while. We could.
They're pretty much probably laughing at each other the entire time.
Yeah.
Next
That's what dwarves do. They poke jokes at people.
next episode, Doric has turned state's witness and has turned Theo and Guy in for a nice bounty.
Really, all I need is a duvet.
And immunity. No, you have the cloak.
I do have the cloak, that's right. Although, am I wet? I mean, it's snowy.
I mean, when you go...
You've been on the horse the entire time.
Yeah, that's true.
All I have to say is phrasing.
Oh, God. Damn it. I thought I made it through it in an episode.
All that in a bubble wand.
Oh, my.
We need to start gathering information on this tower.
All right, so you're going to look for a tavern. Give me perception checks.
The bottom's been fairly nice to me. 24.
24?
Nice.
19. All right, so within the vicinity of like where you could still see this, where you could still see like the Inquisition building and the temple complex, there's 2 taverns within like sight range.
We're gonna make it so a guy can see us go to whatever tavern we go to.
Okay.
Like look out a window and see us.
So there is the 2 taverns. The one is called the Sinful Red.
Oh, my. That sounds very eerily similar to, what was the black one we went to in the very first town that was a brothel?
The Black Heart.
Blackheart.
Listen, brothels and religious towns don't mix.
This is true.
Especially right next to the temple.
Although, if you're going to put one in a religious town, that's the best place to do it. It's like, I'm legal, baby. You can't do shit about it.
Oh, boy.
I mean, if you really think about it, a brothel in this particular town here, like any town in this country, would be the safest place. Do you understand how many different like permits they have to have? How often these people probably have to get like medical examinations and all kinds of shit.
Wow. Yeah, I'll just follow Theo then.
So the Sinful Red, and what's the other one?
So Sinful Red and the Ice Snake. And I will say, with your 24, Doric, the Sinful Red appears to have a variety of clientele. The Ice Snake appears to be mostly members of the Church of Ordos.
Moves to the Sinful Red.
I mean, Doric's the one who would have picked up the detail on that, so.
I'll relay that to Theo and just be like, I feel like the Ice Snake tends to have more of the Ordos members there. Maybe we should avoid them.
Very well.
He's not saying this mic super loud either. God, I should have had a message prepared.
All right, to Sin City then.
So yeah, we'll go to the Red Sin.
Sinful Red.
Sinful Red?
The Sinful Red.
Whoops. Dyslexia. Wow, that's like whole words.
Oh no.
That's like advanced dyslexia.
No.
I'm just making shit up.
Hey, that's like half the game. The other half is math.
Yeah.
It's just group hallucinating and math. Oh shit! I showed too much behind the curtain.
Yeah, so as you head into the Sinful Red, it's a very warm tavern inside. You know, there's on either side of the tavern there's 2 fireplaces that are just roaring, so it makes it really nice and warm in here. The staff is primarily, like I said, primarily visitors of the city or people who are not of the Church of Ordos. And the bartender is a tiefling female. And some of the other staff appears to just there's two other people on the wait staff that are just moving around, getting drinks and stuff like that. It would appear that the people who are in here would be like there's the staff appears to be the tieflings, the elves, the dwarves, even it appears to be people who are kind of outcasts in the city are the ones who come here.
All right, this seems like my kind of place.
So I'm going to put you guys at the tavern. So let's see. This will be Doric and Theo go to the Soul Red Tavern. And then Guy,
I'm going
you
to
walk
jail.
you walk into the halls of the Inquisition.
Wow. Is it heated?
No.
That sounds about right.
No, it is heated. It's actually it's a pretty cut down for like what it would like what you'd kind of expect. You kind of expect the government functionaries to kind of have more of that sort of like more of like the decor and like everything to kind of like fit into this. These guys are very utilitarian.
Spartan.
The fireplace is very Spartan. There's no like fancy to there's no flash to it. It's just a fireplace. The chairs are just wood chairs, and there's nothing. I need to double check them. I don't think that's correct. There's nothing crazy. Like there's nothing out there that's like flash. It's all just very utilitarian.
All circumstance and no pomp.
Yeah, it's all utilitarian. And as you walk in, you'd have the bit of a click to like your shoes on the stone floors.
I wipe my feet before I come in. I take off my hat. I click my way forward. Click, 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 click. Clack. Yeah, like that.
Nice. Yeah, so you walk in. There is a human. There's a couple humans behind these desks, and the one that's open sees you approach, and he says, "What are you here for?"
First of all, does he seem friendly for a government employee at a law office?
He seems to be.
Are we talking slug lady, or are we talking just? All right, now I want you to look at the camera and don't smile. Click. All right. Well, you smiled, so we're gonna have to retake the picture. Like what level of are we dealing with here?
What level of government functionality are we dealing with here?
Is this is this government run Starbucks, or is this is this full on? I don't want any paperwork about it.
They're not exactly friendly, but they're not exactly hostile.
So the DMV.
No, that's more hostile.
Well, you just go to the wrong DMV.
They're all hostile.
Anyway, what did they ask me? Did they ask what
are you here for?
I've come to turn myself in for dereliction of magical studies. I got a summons. I believe I still have the summons, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless you threw it away.
I hand the summons.
So he's going to review the summons, and he says, "Oh, an escaped wizard, are we?"
More like kidnapped, but I'm sure the Inquisitors will find all that out later. Darn cultists.
Well, we do have an opening for tomorrow to speak with an Inquisitor, but it would require you to stay here in the cells.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that so long as you can send word to my compatriots to let them know what's going on. I'd rather they.
Absolutely. Can you give us their names and where they happen to be?
Well, there is Theodore Skyfall and Doric Meyerwood, a human and a dwarf. The dwarf is a member of the clergy, if that matters. And knowing Theo, probably the slightly shadier of any of the nearest taverns. I know they're all very reputable here in Nordica, but probably not the one with all the church folk at it.
So they'd probably be at the Sinful Red. Not that it's a bad establishment, just doesn't generally attract those of the temple.
Yeah.
Yep, we can get a message over to them.
All right, much appreciated. If somebody just wants to show me to the cell.
So he'll call one of the champions nearby, who will escort you to a cell for the night.
Hey, what's your name?
He's just going to escort you to your cell for the night.
All right, well, you have a good night, both of you. Thanks for sending the message. Bye.
Yeah. So
Clink.
you go to a cell.
I don't have a roommate, do I?
In my notes, no, you do not. At least not yet.
Not yet, at least.
you might get a roommate. Who knows?
Next episode. Objection. Anyway. It depends on if somebody gets caught for jaywalking or not.
Yeah,
I'm probably just going to stay in the tavern so I don't get in trouble for that.
Oh no.
Doric will also be on his best behavior because he, once again, will follow the instructions that Theo gave him. Don't go to jail.
This one should be really don't go to jail.
Yeah, legit.
So then your taverns. Let's see. Lodging.
Lodging.
So, you'd speak to the bartender, and the bartender will inform you that they do indeed have 2 rooms available. and they are 2 gold each.
Does that include room for the ponies and the horse?
If you wish to keep them in our stables, that would be an extra 5 silver each. That'll include food for
How
them.
much did
I
you
got
get
it
paid
covered
by
this
the
time.
caravan?
I've got it covered this time. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
The caravan would have paid you 2 gold a day, and you would have been with them for, let me pull up real fast, the distance here.
'Cause unlike Theo, I am not native.
Nonsense.
Isn't it so nice to have these tools on Foundry?
I know, isn't it? It's pretty great. So that would have been probably, I think it's, what's travel speed again?
Isn't it like 12 to 15 miles a day for a horse? No. Is it
Depends
20?
on the horse. It depends on the
And it
horse.
also depends on the speed.
Yeah. Travel speed rules. What's the speed of the pony again? Or you probably don't have that. Bum, 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 bum. The pony speed is at 35, which means a pony could do a maximum of 28 miles per day, but we'll say you're with a caravan, so you're going slower.
So what, like 2.5 days?
So it would have been, let's go with 4 days for your travel.
Said 2 gold per room
2 gold per room.
and a
That's
gold
per
total
night.
for the. So we're only
And a
staying
gold
one
total for
night
the
for
ponies.
now. We're only gonna get one night for now until we know what's going on with Criminal Boy. So 5 gold total. That's easy enough. Sets 5 gold on the counter for the rooms and the stables.
And she's back. Much appreciated, as she will take the gold and hand you the 2 keys.
Thank you. As visitors to the town, since we are not from the country here, are there any specific rules that we need to be aware of that we can get in trouble for?
She'll just have a real big grin on her face, and she says, "Honey, I don't think we have enough time for that."
Well, is there anything pressing? Like stuff I can get in trouble that I didn't realize I did?
Oh, no, press. That's illegal.
Do not obstruct any patrols of any of the church. Is a big one. Just do not be loud and disorderly. That includes drunken as well. Are the 2 large ones that a lot of foreigners tend to get in trouble for. Though the one that probably gets them the most is there is no such thing as a free sample in the city.
I'm sorry, what?
How? Hold on. Who just takes stuff?
It's not taking stuff. It's more you eat it or drink it without paying up front.
Oh, so you gotta pay first. It's a pay first country.
There is no tabs.
That makes sense. Yeah, that one's fair. That's fine.
Dining and dashing, and you lose a hand.
It's basically it looks at Dork. It's basically you pay for what you get.
I mean,
You don't pay after you've built up a tab. You don't pay at the end of the night. You pay as you get it.
that's reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
What if I
That's
offer
fine.
free samples of things to other people?
That's not.
That's not a good idea.
Let's not poke the bear. Okay.
Probably would need a business license.
Or in this town, it'd probably be the ice snake. Don't poke the ice snake.
That's very not advisable because they have a tendency to melt things.
I don't know if I'd refer to ice snakes negatively. They seem to like them a lot, also.
It's a turn of phrase.
She'll kind of grin. They do indeed reflect our people very well.
Dunehold was really ready to throw me in jail for playing a wind chime. I really think this is on the same level.
They're a lot more strict here. Like, you'd get a warning in Dunehold. You don't get a warning here. My tribals who've tried to make trades up here, they don't like coming up here.
Well, I don't imagine many like coming up here in the cold to begin with.
Orcs really don't mind the cold.
Well, I mean, it's the cold as well as the cold people, so I can see why they wouldn't like it. Can I get you boys any drinks? Or meals?
What do you have that's warm?
And you want warm in drink or warm in food?
Both.
Warm in drink, we do have a spiced cider that we keep from locals around here.
I think I'll stay sober while I'm here.
Agreed. I would like
it's
a
not
cup of tea.
It's not the best cider, but it's a good cider. As for tea, I do not currently have any.
Hot cocoa.
I don't have that either. I have a hot cider. That's the only hot drink I have right now.
It's the best thing. That's the best way to drink cider. I'm not.
I mean,
that's
not
in and out of character.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want cold apples, you go with juice. If you want warm, it's cider. If you want a snack, it's applesauce.
Do you have anything spicy to eat? I wouldn't mind a little spice.
Oh no. Last time you asked for spicy food, you nearly sweat lava. Are you sure about this?
I will ask more questions this time.
She'll kind of grin. She says, spice. What's the spice tolerance?
Let's go 3.
3?
Out of 10.
I wouldn't even call that. I wouldn't even call that a mild.
He could handle probably maybe 5 or
probably
6.
a 5 then. Yeah.
He's like Theo's like, I saw what he eats and I know what I can handle. I'm pretty sure he can handle like a 5 or a 6.
Spicy. I do have a really good. We do have a really good. I can get you really good spice. For
coming from never mind.
So we do
I
that.
bet your food is spicy.
We just went. Why do you keep doing that?
Why do you gotta make it weird? No, Basha says, do you want that share between the two of you or just for one of you?
We'll go Dutch on the food.
That you made it weird again. I'll take a serving of my own. It's fine.
Same thing?
Yes.
They wouldn't be able. That wouldn't be a place here.
No, not. If you decide, okay, so I'll tell you, if you decide to get one for the two of you to share, it is cheaper than buying them separate.
Very well. As long as I can have my own bowl, I'm not sharing a bowl with him.
I can give 2 plates. That's fine. So it's 1 gold for the shared.
All right, put a gold on the thing, and an extra 2 gold for the drinks, and a tip.
Much appreciated. We'll get those right up for you. So what they come out with is essentially they are they're slightly fried and stuffed peppers.
Oh fuck yeah! Wait, so you just gave us cheddar poppers?
Something like that.
I'm okay with jalapeno poppers. I am completely okay.
Or
with
are
that.
these Cajun rat tails? They have like shrimp and fucking super hot peppers and like really hot nacho cheese in it.
Well, I will tell you when you go to eat one of these, they're not the spicy you were expecting. Because typically a spice would be a hot spice. This is like a cold spice.
Ooh.
almost more of like a shock of if you ever have like a
It's like biting into
like
a
the
York
spearmint.
peppermint patty.
Yeah, kind of like that.
That's interesting. And the food itself is still hot, though.
Yes, the food is
It's a
hot.
weird texture combo.
It is.
Dude,
You're like,
something like that exists.
I wasn't expecting that. It's not bad, though.
It's actually quite good.
It goes good with the apple cider, yes. Is that mint?
She will just grin and
Is there a
go on about her duties.
Did the bartender bring us the food, or was it someone else?
If you sat at the bar, it would be from the bartender.
Can I ask you a question real quick, if you have a moment?
What's that?
Oh, a friend of ours has been summoned to the Inquisition. What should we expect? Do you know what the process is and everything?
It depends what he was summoned for.
Believe they said he was a heretic.
More like truancy, because he didn't finish his magic study or some shit like that.
Well, those are two very different because if a heretic is called to the Inquisition, then the only punishment is death. And it's a very painful death. And if it was for skipping out in the school, it could be to go back and finish the schooling. It could be a lashing or it could be a fine.
Pretty sure it's the truancy thing. If he, according to what the paper, for what I understand on what it said, if he didn't show up, he'd have gotten in trouble for heresy.
Okay,
Correct.
I must be remembering it wrong, because I was going, oh shit, this just escalated very quickly.
And this became a jailbreak instead of a just let him do his thing. Go pay your fine and move on.
No, don't take all the money I just got. Just kill me instead.
But and on rare occasions, depending on what the circumstance was for leaving the school, I have heard of those have been given a official graduation outside of the schools. So that's also a possibility.
I mean,
though it's
he
rare.
was kidnapped by a cult.
Yes, and a common tax dodge is to be dead for 2 years.
No, like this is a real deal thing. We all were.
Yeah, we haven't been
had to
going
like
very
fight
long.
our way out of the place.
This is when you get the bartender's
Dork
interest.
will pull one of the masks out from the cultist.
The broken one?
The broken one.
Oh man,
To
is
show
this going
her.
to be a hell of a way to find out that she's actually the informant for the cult?
To show
we
her.
find out that she's the one person who's not in this town.
Yeah. To show her, have you ever seen anything like this?
And she'll look at you and say, "Friend, I suggest you put that away."
Well, that's not good.
I told you.
Dork puts it back into the bag. Stealthily.
The one thing I do like about Ordos is that he does not like cults.
I wouldn't say that. He doesn't like that one in particular.
What can you tell
I
us
mean,
about that?
cults are
cult?
kind of chaotic, so
What do you know about them, if you have a minute?
I know very little and only from the surface. And I can't quite recall everything that I know without knowing if you're going to decide to come after me.
why would we come after you? Unless you try to turn us into them, why would we come after you?
Wait,
You're pretty
Because
helpful with
asking
that.
wait, don't we
because
have to pay
asking
for
a-
things first, Theo, here? Dork takes...
Because asking a outsider who owns a tavern of outsiders questions about a cult that is considered heretical within Ordos is a really good way to arrest said outsider.
You know, that's fair.
Fair enough.
That's a valid point.
By the way, this food is excellent. Some of the best tavern food I've had.
Yes,
we're trying to.
but
We're just trying to get information because we have a mission up north. We gotta figure out shit there.
Well, I cannot give you any information that you probably do not already know. One place I would suggest going would be the Cartographers Guild. They will have information for the areas north of the city. I have never been, so I would not have any information.
Cartographer's Guild. He writes that down in his notebook.
But yeah, I'm going to say that's where we'll end as you guys get a lead to go ask about. And your friend here is in prison.
Oh, what time of day is it? I mean, I guess we're fading to night and everything.
Yeah, it's heading towards the evening.
Well, if y'all have enjoyed our first foray, what is that word?
Foray.
Thank you.
No, I believe the god is Ordos.
Jeez. Into Nordica, and if you've enjoyed this as much as we have, give us that rating and review. Your podcaster of choice. Give us 5 bubble wands, maybe, if you've enjoyed this, or even if you have figured out what Guy needs to do with the bubble wand. Give us that rating and review. Tell a friend about us. We love getting new folks listening to what we do, and hoping to grow bigger and better.
Well,
I think at that point you just stop living in your own home.
sirens and bubble wands and probably hints to the puzzle box side. Discord. Let's talk Discord, baby. Get on it. If I haven't, bullied you enough into getting Discord, I don't know if this will do it, but what if I said please? Join us on our Discord. Tell me what the hell the bubble wand is. Tell me. I need answers. I don't need sleep. I just need answers. Come on over to Discord. Also, there's cats. And we have cookies.
There's dogs.
And
There's dogs
now,
too.
And there's now a puppy.
Listen, if you join Discord and you ping me on Discord, I'll give you, this week, I will give you a knock-knock joke. Or a picture of my cat. Just one.
Knock knock. Who's there? Bubble wand.
No! What's the punchline? I don't know yet. Wait till next episode.
And if Discord isn't your speed, you can always get on any of our other social medias, Facebook, Instagram, formerly Twitter, and laugh with me on the inside at how bad Jake is with puzzles of any kind.
I'm not bad at puzzles. Silver's bad at explaining puzzles to me. If I could... Listen. Is the answer shadows? Am I supposed to use the shadow of the bubble one from the doll's prison purse to open the damn box?
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Oh, man. All right.
And with every episode, we post a graphic. And on this graphic, there is a hidden image. If you could find it, let us know. And we'll mention you on an episode.
Can I suggest we make another hidden image that is an item that showed up in this episode?
It's a random bubble wand.
The first hidden image holding a bubble wand.
No. The first hidden image standing on top of the bubble wand.
All right. I have the perfect theme of the week for this week.
Bubble wands. What else can you use them for?
I want to know. I want to know about the times when you have been involved in a situation where a puzzle has come up, and everybody but the player who's inducing it about said puzzle knows the answer.
Listen, I'm good at puzzles.
We've literally done everything but give you the answer.
Yeah, do that. I'm very good at puzzles. This isn't a puzzle. This is just lack of knowledge.
Not really.
And as always,
We love you.
we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.